there, how we doing? My name is Sherilyn and I am here to do your daily energy check-in. This one is going to be for Sunday, the 16th of November, and this particular video here will be for my Libras, Scorpios, Sagittariuses, and Capricorns. We're going to kick it all off with Libra, so let's see. For my Libras, I got Libra, Libra, Libra. Alrighty, what you get for Libra? We have 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the Magician. Okay, so let's see. 10 of Swords in the center tells me that the main focus today is on some sort of a betrayal. So it feels to me like the betrayal that you are focused on today is not necessarily one that has just recently happened. It's like something triggers you to remember a betrayal from before. For some reason, that's how this is coming across to me. I've got the Magician on one side, the 10 of Cups on the other. This is all about you trying to get past that and manifest your emotional fulfillment here. Which, that's exactly what you should do, right? I mean, something has triggered you, obviously, into remembering something that's unpleasant. But you are combating that with just trying to focus and manifest what it is you do want, which is this emotional fulfillment. So I think you're doing a great job of pulling it together here. The energy overall feels, I mean, it feels triggered in some respects, right? Something obviously happened that upset you and made you remember something that was not so pleasant. But your reaction to it looks like it couldn't be better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the way to react to something like that. To realize that it's behind you and try to manifest what you want in front of you. So I think that you're very optimistic. I think you're being very positive and very realistic about what you are dealing with right now. And that's a perfect recipe for things to go the way you want them to. You know what I'm saying? So I think your energy today is somewhat triggered, at least in the beginning of the day. But overall, I feel like you come through this with flying colors. I really do. You're headed towards your emotional fulfillment. That's where you want to be. And that's a good thing. Okay? That one was Libra. Let's see what we get for my Scorpios. Come on, Scorpio. Let's see what you get. Just 3 cards. Just your energy for today. Okay? For the Scorpios. Let's go. There you go. Scorpio. 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 Alrighty. We've got 10 of Pentacles. The World card. And the Tower. Alright. The focus here is on the World card. So the focus is on the fact that a cycle has obviously closed out. In doing so, a new cycle has opened, right? So it's always a push and shove on that one, right? A give and take or whatever. 10 of Pentacles on one side, Tower on the other. So you are very focused on this 10 of Pentacles. This is where you're trying to get to, right? You're trying to create abundance. You're trying to create legacy. You want success is what you're after. On the other side, we have the Tower. So I feel like with the cycle closing out, I'm not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg in this one. I'm not sure if the cycle closed out and that caused the Tower, or if the Tower came and that caused the cycle to close. Whichever way it goes, I feel like it is your 10 of Pentacles that you are the most concerned about or defensive towards. Meaning whatever abundance you had built up is the thing that you are the most concerned about making sure you don't lose right now. In whatever this Tower cycle closing deal is. There you go. The energy today feels, I don't think that you're upset that the cycle's closing. I really don't. If anything, I almost feel like you pushed for that. Like you knew this was done, so you wanted to go in that direction. So there's not like a sadness or anything towards the cycle closing. The Tower falling, I'm not sure. The way I feel about this is almost like you pushed the Tower to fall, or like you allowed it to fall because you knew something needed to be closed out, okay? And all you cared about was making sure that you got your abundance out of the situation before that happened, which I believe you've done. So I would say your energy overall is very accomplished today. Like you set out to do something, you had to set up strategy to make something work out the way you needed it to, and I think that's what's happened here. So I feel like you feel very accomplished, like you managed to do what you needed to do. So I think your energy's good today, really. That's how I see it. Okay, that was Scorpio. Okay. Where's the Sagittariuses? Okay, that's fine. For my Sagittariuses, let's see what you got today, guys and gals. Guys and gals. What are we doing here? For the Sagittariuses, I've got boom, boom. Alrighty. We're looking at the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the World card. Okay, Eight of Wands is what is in the center. So there is something here about communication is the focus. Seven of Wands is you being very defensive or trying to defend something. The World card is all about a cycle that's closing out. Okay, so I feel like the communication here is one where something is coming towards you that's unexpected, meaning somebody brings forward some communication towards you that you had not anticipated, okay? For sure. And it's caught you a little bit off guard today. So I think you're a little bit off balance today. That's why you come in with this defensive mode, because when things get topsy-turvy, right, all you know to do is defend whatever it is that you don't want anything to affect. The cycle closing out in this situation feels to me like it was somewhat unexpected. However, I feel like you were in the driver's seat, meaning that whatever this communication was, it pushed you to close the cycle, okay? So you were the one closing the cycle, but when you went to bed last night or whatever, you did not intend for the cycle. You didn't know things were going to go this way. Whatever this communication is, it feels like it's very unexpected, okay? It's something that kind of hits you from out of the blue. However, I just don't feel like you're all that devastated by it. So maybe a little bit wobbled. I mean, like maybe it knocks you off your square a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe you weren't that far invested in whatever this is that the cycle's closing on. It's kind of how it feels. Yeah, that's what I got. I mean, the energy feels like somebody knocked you off your square. Like you definitely get a little bit wobbled. This was unexpected, whatever happens today or whatever information you get. But I feel like you deal with it very well. I mean, I feel like it, yeah. I don't know another way to put that. Your energy feels a bit shocked or surprised, but still, I don't think you were that far invested into whatever it is that the cycle closed in is what happened here. That's what I got. So it's still, okay, there you go. So that's for Sagittarius, okay? Oops, there we go. For Capricorn, let's see. What do I got for my Capricorns? Capricorns, okay. Let's see. Just 3 cards, just your energy for today. Alrighty, we're looking at King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Okay. 3 of Pentacles in the center tells me that we're dealing with some sort of a collaboration. So it's not just a union. This is like 3 or more people. This is a friend group, or this, you know, it's a work group. It's some kind of a grouping of people, it feels like, okay? That's what the focus is on right here. On one side, I have the Knight of Swords. So you are definitely trying to garner a sense of clarity here. You're trying to figure out exactly what's going on and why. Okay? For some reason, you feel as though you don't have all the facts, or you're not in the know in this situation, okay? On the other side, we have the King of Wands. I feel like this is how you're presenting here. So you are trying to be a part of this collaboration here. You're trying to be a vital part. You're trying to help everything move along, okay? And you're trying to gain clarity so that you can do that. However, you are not trying to be like permanently tied into this group of people for some reason. So you want to lead here. You want to make sure things get done. You're trying to make sure everything's okay. But it's a very temporary thing. Like you're coming at this from a very temporary standpoint. This is not some place where you really wanted to end up, or not a group of people you really want to be associated with or something. It's like you've been thrown into a group that's new to you. You are taking the leadership role and you're doing everything you can to make it successful, but then you want out. This is just not your people or not your situation. That's what I'm getting here. And it's coming through pretty strong that that's what's happening here. So you're doing the best you can, but this is not something you want to be tied to in the long run, I guess. Your energy is inquisitive, determined, but also determined to make sure this isn't someplace you have to stay. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. That's what I got. All right, you guys, that's what I have for all 4 of you today. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best day you possibly can. If you get a chance, can you tap the buttons, the like, share, follow, subscribe, whichever ones. All of them, any of them. It helps me out a bunch, and I appreciate you greatly. And I'll be back to do this again tomorrow, okay? Have a good day.